Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. You know, I've had several people ask me a very important question. And that is the Battlegrounds fight for all the solo milestones and I guess subsequently the Alliance milestones worth it? Because so many people are like myself. So many people have 5,000 or less Titan Crystal Shards remaining to open their first ever 7-star Titan Crystal. I am 4,500 shards away. I am still trying to process the horror that was me literally falling out of this chair. And I wish I could say that was a dramatic exaggeration because I was not prepared for Jabari Panther, who I think is by far the worst champion in this pool, to actually land in the last time we commentated one of these. If that happened to me, I would not laugh. I would probably cry. Again, sounds dramatic, but when you think about the rare sources for Titan Crystal Shards, you can't help but realize that when it comes to the stakes, Kabam said they want this to be a quote-unquote event, and it really is an event. And if you go all the way to 450,000 points, and I have not done any point farming, even though in the past I was a proud, happy person to do it, and extended many people who had no chance against me into the next tier, and for that, I felt, I don't know, kind of happy. But I didn't want to risk my account being banned for many obvious reasons, and so I only have 222,000, which is barely under half the points needed for me to get there, and that's going to be a tough task because even though I am very proud of myself for not losing a single match in the last couple of weeks, I only do 3 to 4 every couple days. That might change in the future. But because of this, I'm only going to go into harder and more difficult tiers, and Vibranium is certainly part of that. Also, the season ends in 9 days. So I got to start putting my Elder's marks where my mouth is. So is it worth it? Well, for the Jabari Parker / Panther summoner, not so much. But I'm going to bring up another summoner. This man, the Baba Yaga, is a longtime supporter of the channel. And he decided after getting to 450,000 Battlegrounds points in the solo event that he would go down the same path and record his first Titan Crystal. Now look, I am not gonna fall out of this chair unless Jabari Panther pops up again. There's so many good champions. Lady Deathstrike, top of my list. Hyperion, Kindred. Oh. Alright, here we go. Oh, man. Colossus, Juggernaut, Spot, Photon, even Null to a certain extent. Still wouldn't be excited about OG Iron Man. Sorry, people who love his buff and don't understand why I don't. I take Vox over him, certainly. There's 2 Vox, there's Hyperion, there's Null, there's Jugs, there's Kindred, and oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. This is the opposite of falling out of my chair for career killer. This is maybe the best champion because unlike so many champions in the 7-star basic or the loyalty crystal or the incursion crystal or the Titan crystal, because yes, we have 4 different 7-star crystals now. It's hard to keep track. Unlike a lot of those in there, like Falcon, Crossbones is in one of those. Namor, Cap Infinity War, Korg, trophy champs that need to be awakened and ideally at max sig to be amazing. Warlock does not. Warlock, straight out of the bin, as the great Seaton would say, is fantastic by himself. Unawakened. Career killer, this is every player's dream. I am so happy for him. This is why we play the game. And yes, you got to appreciate these moments because for every one MCOC jackpot, there's at least 100 MCOC bankruptcies in terms of the RN Jesus turning into RN Judas and betraying you. So, Career Killer, thanks again for the submission. I am so happy to commentate this. What an amazing opening.